Hi, I'm Dakk of the podcast The Xenocast, the podcast that you're listening to right now, and I'm hoping that you are enjoying. We wanted to say before we start today that this episode, it's not the best episode. In fact, it's probably the worst episode that we've done. But I wanted to point out that while we are aware of that, and while we are putting it out still, even though it is terrible, we did that on purpose. As a sort of celebration, you could say, of Alien Resurrection, the fourth movie in the Alien franchise, and also the worst movie that I personally have ever seen. I hope that you enjoy it, even though it might not live up to your expectations after the second episode that we put out, which we both admit will be the best episode we put out for a very long time. So please, enjoy.
Welcome to another episode of the Xenocast, where we have strong and hard opinions about lesser subjects and our weaker man. You have me, your host, Xeno Josh, and Xeno Dakk.
I'm not going by that name, and I'll admit, yeah, you did better the second time. I'm going for transparency here. Transparency.
Nobody does well their first time.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Why do we take a drink at the same time? Yeah, we're off to a great start today.
So, on the last episode, we started off talking about...
On the last episode, we did... Oh, yeah, we did. You started off saying, it's going to be a sausage party in here.
And turns out...
Last week, we saw Sausage Party.
It became a sausage party.
It became a sausage party, and we went to go see Sausage Party with our own sausage party. So guess what we're going to talk about? You're right, Spider-Man.
Zing!
Well, I mean, we will. We always do. I think now this is going to be 4. We fucking talked about Spider-Man in 4 episodes.
Do you think when Spider-Man ejaculates, it's kind of like the same fluid as his,
Do you think that if he really wanted to, if for some reason his wrist, hurt one day, he could just shoot webs with his dick or maybe out of his ass and, swing with that?
Ooh, like a real spider.
Exactly.
I know if I were Spider-Man, if I were any one of the Spider-Men, because, I guess we're just going to talk about all of them all the time. Okay.
Not tonight.
If it were me, and I were Spider-Man, first off, I just want to ask, if you were Spider-Man, Dakk, if you got spider powers, would you tell me?
I've thought about this one a lot, and, really long and stuff. I've really thought about this one. I wouldn't specifically come out and say anything at all, but I wouldn't hide it either. I would probably be sitting on the couch while we're playing or hanging out, playing, fucking Destiny, I don't know, some bullshit. And, we're hanging out, watching a movie, whatever. And I'll be like, fuck, I need to turn it up, but the remote's too far away. So, I would just, fucking shoot a web, bring it to me, and do it like it was nothing. It's just fucking everyday thing. You see it all the time. And you'd be like, what the fuck? Because let's face it, you'd probably be drunk.
I'd look at Chase, look at you.
Chase wouldn't have noticed, and you'd be like, did you know about this? Chase would be like, know about what?
Alright.
Who would you tell anyone?
So, my answer is very similar to yours. Almost, nearly the exact same answer. So, if I were Spider-Man, I wouldn't tell anybody. But I would get a fatty penis tattoo on my wrist.
I was gonna say why, but no, that makes totally sense.
And so, nobody else will know, but you'll know. And our listeners will know. I'll be shooting webs like a goddamn dump truck. I'll shoot webs over here. I'll shoot webs over there. I'll shoot my webs everywhere.
That's not a half bad idea.
And see, my opponents wouldn't even want to deal with it because I'm putting that imagery in their head. They'll know it's spider webs because I'm Spider-Man, but they'll be like, ugh! Stop!
Well, you heard it here first, guys. If, for some reason, Josh ever gets a penis tattooed on his arm, he's probably going to be Spider-Man. Or probably is Spider-Man, so,
Have you ever seen the backside of my arms?
A few times. Not that often.
How about recently?
Not really, no.
Good.
Well, someone's keeping secrets around here. I thought we were beyond that.
But until then, I practice once, maybe twice a day.
Practice being Spider-Man?
Yeah, for about a good 20 seconds at most.
I mean, I had to climb a wall today to get in somewhere, so I guess technically I do too.
Oh, if you want to talk about it that way. No, I guess I am Spider-Man.
But how? How could this be? Because I'm Spider-Man.
Xenodackery and Xenojosh are at an impasse.
I thought you were going to say signing out. I was gonna be like, well, alright.
That was short-lived. Alright, well, so what was your opinion on Sausage Party?
Honestly, it was okay. It wasn't like, I wouldn't like tell people, hey, you should go see Sausage Party, necessarily. I mean, there's probably like one joke, I think, that we made, or that was in it, that was actually like, we felt was worth keeping around. I cannot fucking type sausage. Alright. I like fucking spelled it like 5 different ways. But,
I don't even like sausages.
I mean, I like sausage.
Like, it's a really weird thing. Sausage, for me, has a mint taste to it.
It
tastes like toothpaste.
I get that with pizza rolls, and I get that with... Fuck, there's something else. For some reason, Coke tastes like it has lime in it. I don't know about that one.
No, I can see that.
But, I mean, it was funny. I thought it was really funny. There's a couple Nazi jokes in there, and apparently I find Nazi jokes really funny for some reason. So
I did not see that coming.
I'm not going there again. We've already been there once. But I mean, it was funny. I'm not like a buy, maybe more of a rent, I guess I would say.
It's one of those movies where if you like most of Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's movies, you're going to probably enjoy Sausage Party. I didn't think it was funny at all. It's funny, actually, ironically, for a movie about food, I thought the humor was pretty tasteless. Not even, like, the offensive, like, nothing really offends me. I just felt like it was the same thing you've heard before. And it kind of gets me worried that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, writing-wise, are past their expiration date.
I feel like I'm not going to, like, comment on, like, the 3 or 4 puns that you put there, because I'm just going to, like, I'm not going to, like, laugh at those, because I'm done with that now.
Oh, did I make puns?
Yeah, you made, like, 3 or 4.
Oh, shit. I'm a poet, and I didn't even potato.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, the way I saw it was that it was, like, how long would you say? Like, 2 hour long, maybe? It felt like it was a good...
It was about... I think it was a 2 hour movie. It might have been 90. Might have just dragged on.
I don't know, like, how long it was, but however long it was that many minutes of just seeing what they could get away with. Especially a certain 8 minutes in the end of the movie that I'm not going to spoil for people that haven't seen it yet. But that was definitely testing the waters just to see what could go on.
Ironically, apparently that didn't even... It's pretty... I guess... It's pretty out there. I guess it's supposed to be like the outrageous and controversial scene. And it's funny, that actually didn't even give them... They didn't have to edit that scene at all. So
yeah, apparently there was one thing they had to edit and it wasn't even a big deal. Like, well, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what's wrong with the censors anymore. Like, I remember back... Like, I guess this is the new South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. But, like, I don't know. It's weird, right? Because, like, that wouldn't have gone through, like, years ago. Or even, like, yesterday kind of thing. Or, like, last year.
Like, there were certain parts that were kind of funny. It was mainly just for me, the food getting cut up in random ways.
All the fucking, like, brutal
the whole
shit.
The shell shock Vietnam with the flour.
That one was good.
I want to say that's actually in the trailer too. Like,
no, it was.
The
It
the banana's face peeling off.
Oh man, no, that was definitely in the trailer. Like that was definitely one of the best parts. Which that actually says a lot about that scene because it was already in a trailer. Normally, if a joke is in a trailer, it's not
you already expect it, exactly.
Yeah, like you've already seen it. Which is funny because actually thinking about like stuff like that, I still haven't seen Suicide Squad yet.
Oh, just prepare to be disappointed.
I've been meaning to. Like I'm supposed to go see it with somebody, but we haven't like figured out a day to yet. But so like I still can't even say like if it's a good movie or if it was actually like bad or what.
It's hard to say. Is it going to be like Batman versus Superman where there's just a lot of things people won't pick up on, or is it just a bad movie? When I saw the trailers, again, as I stated before in the last episode,
the trailers were good. It was the scenes.
Ooh,
the actual scenes from
the dialogue is so bad.
Yeah, like most of the trailers were really good. I think there was like 1 or 2 that weren't that good, but like 9 out of the 10 of them were good. Basically, like so like I had hope for it. And everyone had hope for it, and I mean,
it sounds like they edited Joker out of like almost all of his scenes.
Apparently, Jared Leto feels like he was tricked into the movie, which is a big bummer to me because it's like that was the part I was the most excited about.
I
feel like we've already covered all these.
When I was we were when I was stumbling through the interwebs, I saw this whole thing like Tumblr reacts to Suicide Squad, and they were hilarious. It was like this I told you one of them where it was like a shot by shot kind of thing of like Joker, Jared Leto goes up to the director and is like, director, I don't know the director's name, check this out, and he does the whole like thumb in the hand trick, removing his thumb, and he's like, you're a psychopath. You're perfect. He's gone too far.
Well, I mean, like, on that note, like, who really could do a good Joker? Like, who nowadays do you think could do a good Joker?
A lot of people can do a good Joker.
Like, who? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's a role.
Everyone always just says, like, oh, this person would be a good Joker because he was crazy in this movie. Like Joaquin Phoenix, any method actor could do a good job.
Johnny Depp could do a good Joker, but Johnny Depp could do a good anybody.
But, see, that's the thing, is, like, basically anybody who's a method actor, they're like, oh, that would be a good Joker.
I guess he would be a method actor.
That's what Jared Leto is. Jared Leto's done a plethora of different types of roles.
Has he?
Yeah.
I mean, I only know him from 30 Seconds to Mars. I know him from nothing else.
He was also in, not Mr. Nobody, it's like a sci-fi movie. I'm trying to remember the name.
Good luck on that one, because there's a lot of sci-fi movies. I don't know if you've heard or not, but there is a lot of sci-fi movies.
No, I know, but the stuff he's in?
I mean, like, I still hope that he's...
Oh, no, it was Mr. Nobody. He was in Mr. Nobody. He was, like, one of the main characters in Requiem for a Dream.
I haven't seen either of those. I don't know either of those movies.
No, he has a huge filmography,
Does he
actually.
really?
Yeah.
Man, I would not have expected that.
But, so, he's been in a bunch of different types of roles. So, I'm not surprised. He's a good actor.
I mean,
but for example, I feel like I could say anyone would be a good Joker, and everyone would try and wrap their heads around it. Be like, yeah, I can see that. I could say Jonah Hill would be a good Joker.
Jonah Hill would be a good Penguin.
he would be the best Penguin, actually. He's coming back to his natural form, and it's great.
God, I love Fat Jonah Hill, and I don't know why. Fat Jonah Hill is my favorite Jonah Hill.
Because when he's skinny Jonah Hill, he's like, the pseudo Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
The weed is tight.
He always like tries to like fucking well, he doesn't try, but like the roles he always gets when he's skinny seem to be really cocky and like douchey.
Oh, they're movies that are up for Oscars.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
I didn't know This Is the End was up for an Oscar.
$1 Million Baby, Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, yeah. Was he skinny back then too?
Yeah.
Man, I don't fucking know anybody in the history of the world that has fluctuated weight more than Jonah Hill. In like, it's really...
Christian Bale. Christian Bale starved himself for a role, The Machinist.
He starved himself, sure, but did he go from like
20
pounds to like 500 to like 20 again? I mean, that's very
what
drastic.
That's what this guy does. It's like his favorite thing. He gets paid to basically he gets paid not to eat. Christian Bale gets paid not to eat. He was in The Machinist, and then he gained hella weight for American Hustle, and then he lost it for like The Fighter to play a meth addict or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I just found a comparison picture of Jonah Hill.
Jesus Christ!
Alright, so, fuck Christian Bale, like, Jonah Hill skinny, like, in the picture I'm looking at, it's the second picture if you actually look it up, like a Jonah Hill comparison on Google Images. Second picture, or the first picture, looks like he could eat two of himself in the second picture. And, like, that is, like, holy shit. Like, how does somebody do that? For some reason, there's a picture of him comparing Skrillex and Jonah Hill, but,
What was...
I don't know.
Go back to it.
It was like, I don't know, but it's weird. Like, I love the shit out of Jonah Hill. Like, Jonah
So
Hill,
there's the creator of... There's Dubstep, and then there's Dub Sit and Eat Some Cake.
Wow. Even I can't laugh at that. That one was bad, man. That one was a little much. Granted.
Okay.
No, it wasn't much. You know what?
I'm
sorry. I
okay.
apologize. It wasn't that much. I was more of just trying to think of like what this guy's name is, and I'm trying to look up the comparison pictures of. Anyways, so, Josh, I see you over there. I mean, you're like 2 feet away from me, so I'd hope I'd see you, but I feel like it's about time that we, well, all right, fine, to get this train back on the road, on the fucking whatever, the rails, the road, whatever the train's right on.
It was derailed when you were born.
Yeah, a lot of things were derailed. I wanted to bring something up to you. I told you about this, what was it, like 2 days ago maybe? I told you about how, because in like in the comics, new Iron Man is, her name is Riri Williams, which I mean, it sounds weird to say. Like,
Riri Williams?
Iron Man is like her, the new Iron Man's name is or whatever. Oh, I already said it. So like, they've been showing her off and stuff, which is funny because in the comics nobody even knows like what the fuck is going on with Iron Man because he's not dead or anything. So nobody knows why 2 people are replacing him. The other one is Doctor Doom, which I think I mentioned before.
Yes. Which is sick.
Dude, his armor is fucking sweet. But anyways, so Riri Williams' name as Iron Man, they finally released it, and they're calling it Ironheart, right? Like Iron Hart.
Okay.
Like I think I told you that far.
Nice.
I found out, I think this morning before work, that Ironheart is the name of a parody for Iron Man in Japan, and it just so happens to be a porn parody of Iron Man.
Okay, you know what? I have a story. Okay, about porn parodies, actually. So...
Is this going to be about pirates?
No.
Alright.
It's even better. Okay.
Alright.
So, have you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
No, but I know you told me about the story.
Okay, so...
That was a question for the audience, not for me.
Alright. So, for Pulp Fiction, the famous Quentin Tarantino movie.
I want you to know, just in the timestamp things, I'm calling this Josh porn story.
Okay.
So people are going to think you're in porn now.
Oh, that's great.
Watching it.
So, Pulp Fiction, I'm notorious for being Quentin Tarantino's best film by a lot of people. This came out, I have no idea, like in the mid-90s?
Early 90s.
Back when VHSs were relevant. And
I want to say it was before I was even born, actually.
there were things called video stores.
There was a place called Hollywood Video in Blockbuster.
So, my parents went to go rent Pulp Fiction because it was highly recommended by all their friends. Oh, it's like groundbreaking movie. There's nothing like it. These were much more simple times. And so, they go to Blockbuster to go rent Pulp Fiction, and they're really excited to go watch it. Again, it's a groundbreaking movie, changed the rules of cinema, up for awards. They get home, they put the VHS in, they put the tape in the VHS player.
For our young listeners, a VHS, it was before DVDs, which is before Blu-rays, which I don't even know if someone are going to know what a DVD is at this point. And you had to put it in this big fucking square, like...
It looks like an Xbox.
Think of an Xbox One, and I'm saying that as a fucking lover of the Xbox One. Think of an Xbox One, and but have like a giant fucking rectangle square, or rectangle fucking hole in the middle of it, and the cassette video VHS would barely fit in there. You push it in, and when you're done watching it, you have to rewind it yourself.
Okay, so that's exactly where I'm leaving off. So, they put the VHS, they put the tape in the player. They press stop, and then they press rewind, because everyone knows that's the pro tip. You press stop, then rewind. Then it goes faster. So they have no idea what's in store. They press play. They sit down. They have their popcorn and everything. Parents are being cute, holding hands.
Your parents are being cute and holding hands?
This is the 90s.
Oh, yeah, your parents are probably happy together.
Yeah, they still loved each other.
I mean, I'm sure they still do, but to a much lesser degree.
Well, now, my mom just made a choice.
It was either you or your dad. Your sister wasn't in there.
So, as soon as you see, where are they? Like, the produced by blah, blah, blah. All the call tags, basically. And then, fades, it's a black screen, fades in. Opening scene is just 2 dudes banging each other, in just different ways, like pile driver, just the most gratuitous thing. I think, there's someone jerking in the back, right, with a mask on, like a clown mask.
I was gonna say, was it the Gimp?
No, because I'll get back to that. Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Just dirty
Wait, hold
stuff,
on.
right?
I want to ask one question before you continue this. Your parents watched this in the early 90s. You were 3 days younger than I am. And I was born in 93.
Yes.
So did they tell you, like, in this graphic of detail, did they just sit you down
I'm
one
making
day?
stuff up.
Alright.
Okay.
You should have just said
Or
yes,
maybe-
they did, but...
Huh?
You should have just said yes, they did, but okay.
Maybe. I watched it for reference.
Alright, no,
Okay.
I believe that one too.
Alright.
I got a story about that one.
They took out the butter knife. They buttered the buns. He slapped it. You know, and then he went in to eat the booty, right? They turned it off, and they're like, what the fuck is this, right? Turns out, the movie got put away wrong. Because in Blockbuster, they have, like, you know, the secret room with, like, the, you know, like, these, like, beads and everything. You, like, walk through. It feels like a gypsy's room. And it's where all the pornos are, right? Because of how close of a name this was, it got put in the front.
What was it?
The porno they rented...
Was it
with-
Pound Fiction?
No. Even more clever. It was called Pulp Friction.
Fuck, it was.
Pulp Friction! It was one layer off! And they're so confused. They're like, everyone's saying this movie is ingenious, and they're talking about it. They probably went like a week, you know, maybe even a month before realizing what it is. Everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't like the movie? What's wrong with you? It's art. You just don't get it."
I like to think that's what your parents told you, and like they were like, it was weird, and we didn't get it, and we were so confused because we didn't realize it was not the right movie. But what really happened was that turned into the best date night they have ever had in their lives.
It might have.
And that's how Josh was born.
It could be, actually, if the movie's old enough. But that's besides the point. So, years later, my dad is watching Pulp Fiction, and...
This is nothing like we rented.
He's watching Pulp Fiction. I've never seen it before. And Bruce Willis is, like, tied up in a basement, and some guy is being, you know, raped anally, and there's, like, this man with a gimp mask on. And I'm like, what the hell is my dad watching? Is he just watching, like, a gay porno in, like, the living room? What's going on? And that was my introduction to Pulp Fiction, was that scene. And then, you know, somebody gets killed by, like, a samurai sword. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll stick around. So I guess, like, is the porno pretty accurate to the movie then?
I think you'll have to watch it again to get more.
I think I need to do a comparison.
You need to do a side-by-side viewing of it.
Yes.
Just to figure it out. So, I did look it up while you were talking.
Okay.
The Pulp Fiction, we're older than Pulp Fiction.
We are, okay.
By like a year and a half. Oh,
So-
not a year and a half, but like almost a year and a half.
Wait, so we're older than Pulp Fiction, so how did I...
And that's how Josh's dogs were born.
Oh, shit.
Because they saw the movie too. You know, it's funny though, actually, because like I kind of got a porn story, and I think actually you were involved in this one.
What?
I don't know if you remember.
I'm just involved in every porn story. Alright.
Well, then we got a lot to tell. A long time ago, in like a neighborhood really far away, we had a friend. I don't know if you remember. I'm pretty sure you remember. Well, oh, maybe you weren't there. Maybe you weren't involved in this. You might not have been involved in this. All right, so we used to have a friend. I don't know what to call him. I'm gonna use his real name. His name is Jordan.
Okay.
And I was dating a girl at the time, and he invited me and her to a party. So we went to the party. There's a lot of stories from that party, actually. This one just so happened to be a 3-day long party, actually. And I don't think Josh was there for like all of it because you went to the first one. You didn't go to the second party.
No,
which was,
I was
like,
not
the
there
second
for
party
that.
was the 3-day long party.
I was not there for a 3-day long party.
I totally thought you were there for one day. So you might have heard about this. You might not have heard about this then. They found out at the party that there is a porno movie called Pirates. And that it had like a $1 million, $2 million budget.
Everyone knows about pirates.
They found out about it at the party.
Okay.
This was years ago, so keep that in mind. But they found out it had like a $2 million budget. It had a full orchestrated symphony.
Yeah.
Everything.
You watch it for the titties. You stay for the plot.
I didn't watch it because I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, I don't want to fucking seem like that kind of guy in front of her. But because we just started dating, it was like probably like a week or two, So I was still like in the whole trying to impress her phase.
Yes, of course.
So for like 3 hours at the party. They're downloading it and trying to figure out how to watch it. And then, like, fucking four of the people there were just freaking out. They're like, we're going to fucking watch it. And it's going to be the greatest porno we've ever seen. This might have actually been the second day of the party. So
What a fucking party.
it wasn't that great. That night wasn't that great. But,
They're trying to start an orgy. It's like watching...
Yeah.
They're trying to start an orgy. It's like going to, like, a rock show and trying to start a mosh pit, but nobody else is buying it.
seeing how one of the people there was Ryan, you might be right about that. But,
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
But, they were fucking just running around freaking out about it. And they just sat there and watched it on a laptop, all over, like, just surrounding the laptop, all, like, 4 of them. Just sitting there watching it. And I'm like, well, I'm sitting there looking at them, like, you guys are fucking weird. Like, you're watching a porno with, like, your friends. Like, who does that? It's such a weird thing to do.
Who watches the Watchers?
But, like, they were
Dakk does.
They were telling me about, like, what happens in it. I don't remember anything. Really, I remember they told me one thing that I actually do remember, and I don't remember anything else they told me, because this one was like, what the fuck kind of thing. Because this was still, like, I was still new to the whole scene anyway, so I didn't really... I knew about my own weird things, but I didn't know about, like, other weird things that there might be. They were telling me about how, like, a girl took a candle, lit it, and, like, put it up her vagina. And how it happened twice in the movie.
Did she, like... Was it a metaphor?
I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just
Do we
know
have to do a side-by-side?
side-by-side of Pulp Fiction and Pirates? Or of, like, Pirates and Pirates in the Caribbean.
Like a double feature, side-by-side.
If you're expecting anything to go up a vagina in Pirates of the Caribbean, you are going to be very disappointed. Maybe a sword. I don't know. Because I don't remember the movies.
Hey, so you know what would be crazy? Okay. How about this? How about we make a porno, and then subsequently after, make a movie? That's
based on the porno.
It's like a true plot. Makes you laugh.
God.
It makes you cry.
That would be amazing.
And so everyone thinks the porno is the parody, but it turns out that's the original content.
We could, like, we'll just treat all the
We'll
sex
call the
scenes.
movie like it's like an Oscar award-winning movie, right? Called The Milkman.
We'll call the porno the Handman. Oh shit. Oh, we'll treat all, like, the sex scenes and stuff like Wolfenstein treated their sex scenes in the new Wolfenstein game.
Yeah.
And just kind of throw it in there, but, like, not really pay any mind to it at all, except for maybe one joke.
Or it doesn't even make sense. They're like, alright, let's bang now.
I mean, I feel like that's the best way to go about it, because then it's not like, you know, it's like...
We'll have that like, bow, bow, bow.
Bow, chicka, bow, banaka, banaka, bow.
Take it off.
I want to, like, one day I want to do a sound recording for a porno. I want to do all the music with my mouth, like, just, like, doing exactly that, like, trying to find a way to do the whole, like, Poppy Seinfeld thing. Because, like, that'd be the best. Like, the guy walks in with the pizza, and he's like, I want the pizza. And she's like, I don't have any money to pay for it. And he goes, ba-da-bow. Oh, my God. I'll just make a sitcom porno. Fuck it.
A sitcom porno.
It would be so easy.
So
Like,
basically, it's filmed like a porno, and, like, she's saying very suggestive things, but because the guy is very awkward about the situation, it never ends up happening. And every episode ends with him and his best friend eating the pizza, going, almost had it.
he's banging a hooker, and, like, in the middle of it, he's going through his wallet just to, like, you know, make it so it's easier on her to leave. And he's looking, and he only has, like, $5. He's like, oh no! Then it cuts to commercial. Oh my God. Well, I guess I know what my first sitcom's gonna be.
He's getting his while they're banging, his phone's ringing. It's his boss, and he's like, "Where are you?"
I slept in.
This job. It shouldn't take you over an hour to deliver this pizza. You're fired.
I'll call it That Porno Show. It'll be based in the 80s.
So he gets to have his pie and eat it too.
I mean, he gets to eat a pie, yeah, I'll tell you that much. You'll have to fucking watch to find out which pie. But, no, that was my porn story. So, I mean, it wasn't as, you know, entertaining as yours. I'm sorry, I don't know how to embellish a little bit.
Oh, that's all good.
But,
But I mean, like, now I'm just full of, like, porno ideas.
I mean, you can just keep going. Like, I can just sit here and listen, because I don't got porno ideas, really.
What is there a porno parody of Holes? Is it just called Holes?
My Google search history.
Can't be any better than mine.
I don't know. I don't know how to spell parody, though. Yeah, there is.
What is it called?
Well, maybe. There's... Alright, I've typed in Holes porno parody, alright? And the top options are Full Holes official trailer, not safe for work.
Full Holes.
Actually, it's a good one. And Pornhub Full House porn parody, Full Holes.
List of porn parodies.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see. Oh my god, this is gonna get really
Full
bad.
Holes official trailer, a Pornhub original. Scooby-Doo a Triple X parody. Hold on. Oh my god, this is on the Xenocast.
Are we just here to what?
This is on the Xenocast fucking YouTube. This is gonna be in forever. Oh, what the fuck? Wait. Okay, I have it rotated.
Is this just like the episode where we just ruin everyone's childhoods
I don't
by
know.
just describing these porno parodies?
They have like the twins, but they're like grown up, but there's
Hey.
two of them.
Oh my god, hey, I found some really funny ones.
The guys, the fucking dad's show is Whack It San Francisco.
Hey,
Kimmy
okay.
Gobbler.
Oh my god.
Michael Vegas as Blowy instead of Joey. Jesus Christ. This is like BJ instead of TJ.
Wow, we should have
Andy
saw that
Tanner.
one. We should have saw that one coming, BJ.
What the fuck is this? This is weird, dude. Muff Shell.
Man, you gotta give these porn directors credit for coming up with really, really
Stuff.
they reach really hard.
Guest starring Aaron Wilcox. I might have missed some of the parody names, but Stuff Me is my favorite so far instead of Stephanie.
Hey, so I found a list of them. Okay, I'm gonna read some of them off for you.
Bucky
Okay.
Donaldson.
Okay.
Uncle Jizzy.
So, I got Schindler's Fist.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Xenocast YouTube.
instead of the A team, there's the gay team. Easy.
Alright, that one,
easy.
yeah, that one is easy.
AI, artificial insemination. AVP, anal vaginal penetration.
I thought it was gonna be like ass versus pussy or something.
Whoa, this is getting very dark.
Oh god. Alright.
Instead of, the movie 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
Cute romantic comedy, Drew
Yeah,
Barrymore,
I love
Adam
that movie.
Sandler.
I love that movie. I've seen it
where
like so many times, unfortunately.
whenever she falls asleep, she repeats the same day, but he loves her anyways, right? They get on a boat together. He makes her a VHS, right? 50 First Rapes.
Alright. Okay. That's scary. I don't really know. I don't even want to know what that one's about.
Dong of the Dead. How did I not think of that
Could have
one?
been Dawn of the Dong.
Left for head. Dong of the Dead.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright, and here's my cat. Special guest interruption by my asshole cat.
Oh, of course there's, the all-time classic, Edward Penis Hands.
Yeah, no, everyone knows that one. What else?
See.
What else are you
I'm
finding?
looking at...
Is there a porn parody of some of
The Curious Case of Benjamin's Butthole. I'm fucking done. I can't do this right now. I might bring this up another time. I can't do this right now.
that might be the best. I looked up
The
some-
Curious Case
I want to
of...
go delete my Google search history.
I'm just gonna leave it up there. I'm just gonna leave it up there for everyone to witness.
Clear browsing data from the beginning
Do
of
you-
time.
Do you? Now you see what I see. Speaking of which, I'm excited for There's actually some upcoming movies I'm very excited for.
Oh yeah, what's coming out? I don't know anything besides Marvel stuff.
So for this week, the horror movie, they have like the trailer in every horror movie.
I take that back. I know like 2 movies are coming out that I want to see. That's not.
You know about this one.
I know about a few of them.
Do you see what I see?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that one.
Don't Breathe comes out on this Thursday.
Which, might I add, that's actually a really good name for it. Like, I mean, go ahead and describe what it is. That way, like, people at least understand.
Don't Breathe is it's this horror movie. I want to say it's either directed or produced by the same people who produced the remake of The Evil Dead, which was a fantastic translation. So you already kind of have it in good hands, hopefully. But basically, these 3 people invade a blind man's home to fuck shit up, have a house party, and apparently he's really rich, so they're trying to, like, break the bank. Oh, he's blind, whatever. He's like Daredevil, though, so it's like Daredevil in a horror movie. He can, like, see with his feet.
Daredevil when he gets old.
Yeah.
That actually would be a really good movie.
He can, like, see with his feet. He can taste with his toes. I don't know.
Basically, his head is on his foot.
Yeah, his eyes are on his feet, is what I'm getting at when I watched the trailer. But what I like about it is it looks like a movie that's going to give you a lot of anxiety watching it.
Yeah, and that's the best way to do horror movies, really.
People don't do that anymore, but, like, I feel like it's just going to be a very subtle movie where he's right around the corner, you see him, and you're like, fuck! Don't breathe! And I'm going to be sitting in my chair breathing heavily. And also, it's like a rated R movie. Like, if you look at why it's rated R, there's, like, sexual references and, violence and whatnot. The trailer does a very good job of not showing anything. So it's one of those movies where I feel like it's going to be like a roller coaster. Where, kind of like how Cloverfield was, where you watch it and you're along for the ride the entire time.
Which Cloverfield?
Both of them, actually.
Okay.
Where you want to know what happens next, which is just really good writing. And then next week is even more important.
Next week might be one of the most important movies of all our young lives.
This is a movie that is very important. It's a part of an installment that's very important to Dakk and I.
It's like, have you ever had, I guess like for most people it'd be like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and this in the End of the World or whatever.
Oh,
I still need to see End of the World.
The World's End or whatever.
I don't remember. I can never remember what it's called because
it's The World's End.
It came out like the same month.
I didn't appreciate it at the time, but I want to watch it again.
I need to watch it.
So,
like I didn't watch Hot Fuzz, but I don't really care to. But I want to watch the World's End or whatever.
They're both good.
That's what I've heard.
Upon a second viewing, they're both good.
Okay. Anyways, so the next movie, the movie that we're like looking forward to the most, you want to take the ring on that one? Because like,
yes,
I feel like you're the best person to talk about movies.
Film wise, I think all a movie needs is just charm. I think good dialogue supersedes a big budget any day, and just real human interaction, fun, banter back and forth. Comedy isn't restricted to just a comedic movie. I feel like in a lot of comedic movies it's very forced, but when you see it in a drama or horror movie, it's always appreciated. So you have John Hughes, 80s director, Breakfast Club, obviously one of the best directors in that regard. But in more modern times, Tarantino, of course. But now I think he's getting a little pretentious.
Fucking a little.
A lot pretentious.
That guy's fucking been pretentious my entire life. My entire life. I don't know about his, but...
Okay. So, then we have Kevin Smith. And Kevin Smith has come out with plenty of movies that are very low budget, but very heavily dialogue driven.
Kevin Smith is the second biggest fanboy in, like, Hollywood.
Easily
like,
biggest
the first
fanboy.
one's obviously J.J. Abrams, but, like, he's definitely number 2.
And so, for those of you who don't know what Kevin Smith has produced, he did Mallrats, Clerks 2.
Chasing Amy, right?
Chasing Amy, Dogma.
He wrote a Daredevil comic. He wrote, actually, I'm pretty sure that we talked about it, and I think I talked about it last week because I read it. But, maybe I was just told Josh on this separately, but he wrote that one that Josh was talking about Mysterio convincing Karen that she has AIDS, and then...
She kills herself.
No, she doesn't kill herself,
Oh,
actually.
shit.
Bullseye kills her.
Oh.
With one of Daredevil's fucking sticks.
Damn, dude! I thought she axed herself.
It's fucking worse.
Oh, wow.
And like so, it was that one. It was Daredevil, Guardian Devil. If that sounds interesting to you guys, and it was really good. But Kevin Smith wrote that one, and that's why I picked it up. Actually, I didn't even know that was the same one Josh was talking about. Neither did Josh.
And so, when he originally was making movies, he always was making movies to kind of make a point, and like, because he had a message to say. With this trilogy he's working on now, this like kind of like inclusive 3 movies, he basically ran out of things to say, and he's just making these movies for fun. And so, one time, when Dakk and I just had free time, I think Chase was out, otherwise we would have brought him as well. We went to go see Tusk while it was in theaters.
We went to go see a movie called Tusk. Now,
it's one of Kevin Smith's more recent films.
Before we even go into what it is, I want everyone that is listening, I want to play a little game with you guys, and I want you all to like type in the comments like what do you think Tusk is? Like, what do you think a horror movie called Tusk is all about? And if you've seen it, good on you, because it's like a great movie. But if you haven't, what do you think it's about? So, go ahead and fucking pause for like 30 seconds, whatever, however long it takes to type. And Josh is going to tell you what it is.
So, my synopsis of Tusk is that it's a really good movie and there's nothing wrong with it. And before you say, I know you're going to say it, wouldn't that be your review? No, that's my description of the movie. That's my, that's the plot. It's just a perfectly good movie and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, you really want the answer.
I guess it's time, yeah.
All right, so you have Justin Long and Michael Parks in it. Justin Long is a podcaster who, just like you and me.
Oh,
and there's
shit.
There's Haley Joel Osment. He does Sora's voice in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh shit! Which one of us is? I'm Justin Long.
He was the person who he saw dead people, but I think he just sees. I don't know what he sees in that movie though. He actually doesn't see a lot because their podcast is called the Not See Party. Kind of play on words, Nazi Party. Controversial.
They get in a lot of trouble for that actually in the movie.
Yeah, it's the whole movie's full of puns. The movie's called Tusk. The main character's name is Wallace. You'll see where that goes. But basically, the movie is Human Centipede, but instead of a centipede, it's a different kind of animal.
Well, centipede isn't an animal, but yeah.
Well, it's a different type of species. How about that? If you just want to argue, semantics over here.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. Let's do that. Let's argue semantics.
Okay.
Continue.
Oh, no, I'm done.
All right. Well, instead of a centipede, it's a totally different animal. In fact, it's a mammal, I think.
A totally different animal, but a centipede is an insect.
You know what? Fuck you. So instead of being turned into a human centipede, he's turned into a human walrus. And he is henceforth known as Wallace the Walrus. That's hard to say for some reason.
And I'm surprised Justin Long did not win an Oscar for this role as a walrus. It was very convincing. I've seen what's his name, Eddie Raymond play Stephen Hawking. That was very convincing, very good role. I've seen Daniel Day-Lewis play as Abraham Lincoln. Brought a tear to my eye. Never seen anybody play as a walrus before.
Best walrus actor ever.
I can't believe he did not win Best Actor for this movie. So, the next installment comes out next week called Yoga Hosers. And it's about it's basically a side story about these 2 gas station girls who are in Tusk. Actually, funny enough, they are respectively, they're the Colleens. They're both named Colleen, but they are Kevin Smith's daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
They're played by. They aren't like in the movies. They're not them, but like that.
Oh no, they are.
Oh, okay, sure, whatever. But so the way I'm seeing it so far, because I've only watched the trailer once, I actually haven't gotten around to watching it again for some reason. The way it looks like to me is it's basically Gremlins, but with like 2 teenage girls and sausages instead of Gremlin.
That's pretty much it. They're trying to go to a prom, and I think they're getting mad that their prom is getting ruined by sausage Nazis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
I think the Sausage Nazis are played by Kevin Smith.
I think so too.
Because he couldn't get the person he wanted to play, so he did it. Which I think is fucking hilarious.
I think Justin Long and Johnny Depp are in it again.
Yeah, they are. Johnny Depp plays the same character he played in Tusk. And Justin Long plays a yoga instructor or something.
Yes.
It's weird.
And so, I've only watched the trailer once too. But, their scenes in particular, though, were very, I guess, some of the funniest scenes in Tusk.
And that's saying something, because that entire movie...
The entire movie, I don't think I stopped laughing.
It's a fucking golden movie. Like, it's perfect. I love that movie. Hella, like, I need to buy it, actually. I need to look that up.
It's a question older... I guess, if you need a selling point to watch this movie, it answers the age-old question, a riddle older than the Sphinx. Can man really be a walrus?
Well, I mean, I don't think I could, personally.
I think,
How long would you last in a walrus suit made out of other humans? How long do you think you'd last? I'm not going to spoil the movie, but...
Will Justin Long go full walrus? You'll have to watch the film to find out.
I'm asking you. Would you go full walrus?
Will I go full walrus?
Or would you still retain some kind of humanity?
That's not up to me to decide.
I mean, let's be honest. You barely have any humanity.
Mr. Tusk.
But, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like you'd have too much fun being, like, acting like a normal human, but, like, looking like a walrus. Because, like, that sounds like, that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. It'd be weird, but, I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, it'd be funny.
Would it be like the, Octodad?
I don't know, like, everyone brings up Octodad to me, and I don't get why, because he's just a fucking normal person. He's just a normal dad. There's nothing special about him. He's a normal dad.
I see an octopus.
I fucking see a dude. I don't see any octopus. It was weird when he was in the tank and swimming around and shit, but, whatever.
I guess everyone has, I'm just being judgmental, you're correct.
Everybody just wants to see what they want to see.
Yeah.
I just want to see a dude, apparently. No, I don't want to see a dude.
You want to see a dude?
No, what I don't want to see, it's like a fucking reboot for Tusk. Because I feel like that, well, first off, it's too soon. And second off, I don't think it would ever be able to capture the charm again. Like, that movie had its own kind of charm that can never be caught ever again. Which I guess kind of says a lot for, like, reboots nowadays, because fucking everything's getting rebooted.
V for vagina. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I open up my phone, and it's still on this. The Rodfather. The Sexorcist. Forrest Hump.
See, like, that one I should have seen coming, actually. Fuck.
Oh my god. Reservoir Bitches.
What's the best porn parody you can come up with right on the spot?
Right on the spot?
On the spot. Let's see. What movies is there?
Well, I'm looking at a whole porn list, okay?
Right,
so now I'm
fair.
cross-referencing. I've got ammo.
Yeah, you do have ammo. Alright, if you had to come up with one for Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
It already has the word meatballs in it.
Cloudy with a chance of dude balls. I can't think of anything better than that one, unfortunately. I mean, quit fucking reading it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Some of these are really good.
I know, but, like, look it up on your own time, because I'm afraid now what's going to happen. Like, we're going to stop the podcast early because you want to watch one.
No, there was one that was called, actually, there is kind of one. It's called Willy Winker and the Chocolate Factory.
What the fuck? That one's a stretch. That one's a fucking stretch.
It's stretching something.
I'll be stretching my something.
Stretching children, probably. Alright, I'm done.
You just need to get away from the fucking... You need to get away from the porn parodies, man.
After the whole list, it goes back to, on this thing I'm reading. I think it's Encyclopedia Dramatica. It goes back to a critical synopsis of Edward Penis Hands.
What?
It just wants you to know more about Edward Penis Hands.
Is that like the best porno parody ever?
I guess so.
Can we... You remember those Not Another movies?
Yes.
Can we make Not Another porn parody? And just basically have it be a really shitty porno? But like where they're self-aware about it? Like,
Wait, are they self-conscious as well?
well, like they're it can be. They're recording the movie is about like a company that's recording a porno, but like their life is like a porno, so they don't even realize it or something. Like I don't know. Like I had it sounded good in my head more really, but like they're recording a porno, but like the porno is just like a normal movie, but like they think it's a porno. So like they go back to the trailer and like the writers and the directors all in there, and they're like, man, like can't get this movie to feel right. We gotta like brainstorm a little bit, and like they all start taking off their clothes and shit, and then they start banging, and then they go back to recording. And it's just like a fucking normal like life thing. I don't fucking know, man. Don't make me fucking vamp. I don't know the word. But don't make me vamp because like I'm not good at that shit.
I called a girl casting couch once when I was angry.
Really?
Yeah. It was at work. She was out of her booth. And I was supervising. I said, "Casting couch, get back in your booth and do your job."
That's like, that might be one of the best insults I've ever heard. That's
And like,
a really good one.
I don't know why I didn't bother to tell you this. I guess because we don't talk about porn a lot.
Yeah, like this is
At
literally the
all.
most
Actually,
I've talked about porn.
It's fitting because, we started off with Sausage Party.
Yeah, I guess like, well, it's about time that like everything hits the porn stage, right?
Yes.
Like movies hit the porn stage, like video games hit the porn stage, podcasts hit the porn stage. This is our porn stage. Hopefully it only lasts one episode because like I really hope it only lasts one episode because I don't really want to make a porn podcast. That would not be fun.
Well, let me get.
Well, it would be fun, but in a different way.
No, then let me get all of my favorite games out of the way. There's a Harry Potter for every single one.
Oh my god. Is Harry Potty one of them?
It's Harry Daughter.
Harry Daughter. Alright, no, that fits.
And the Philosopher's Bone, Harry Daughter and the Chamber of Seamen, Harry Daughter and the Prisoner's Ass Cabin.
Fucking ass cabin. God damn it.
No, it's okay.
That was my favorite thing ever.
You can do this, Josh. You can do this. You can get through.
Watch your feet, motherfucker.
Harry Daughter and the Noblet of Desire. Harry Daughter and the Order of the Penis.
That one I could have come up with that one.
Harry Daughter and the Half-Black Prince.
Alright.
Alright, then you conclude this entire series. You're invested. If you just watched all of these Harry Potter pornos, you are fucking invested. You are the biggest Harry Potter fan. Or at least the Harry Potter porn parody fan. You probably know like an entire universe. You know like, the ins and outs. You probably, write fan fiction of the porn parody. What house are you sorted in? Slither in. Okay.
I thought that was
one.
the parody.
See? The final one is to wrap everything up so you can finally figure out if Harry Daughter fucks Voldemort or not.
What was the name of the last Harry Potter movie?
Harry Daughter and the Filthy Hollows.
You see, I feel like if I knew what the Deadly Hollows were, that would be a lot funnier to me. But I didn't read the book, but I saw the movies and I still don't fucking know what the Deadly Hollows were. But no, like Ass Cabin is like, that one's the best. That one is like
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's the best. God damn it. I'll never. That's like the pinnacle of jokes. I'm never gonna come up with anything funny.
Oh, hey, okay, hey, this one. You want to know which one is a big reach? There's a porn parody of 300.
Okay.
It's called 300. ... Wait for it. People having sex.
Yeah. That one doesn't even sound like a porn parody. That just sounds like a fucking video you would find or something,
300 people having sex. That sounds like a very specific Google search.
Like you find it on YouTube and have like really shitty quality because someone recorded it from like their fucking BlackBerry or whatever.
28 gays later.
All right.
Moby's dick. It was right there.
Could have called it Toby's dick, but okay.
The boner collector.
Just gotta let this like wear itself out and see how long it goes.
There's some There's some that are just the same title. And I feel like that's like there's 2.5 Men. And there's The Giver.
Where's the half man come in? How do they do that?
There's 2 dudes and a midget.
Oh. Alright.
Probably.
Alright.
Invasion of the Snatch Prodders.
Snatch Prodders?
That's what it says.
That...
Oh, instead Beverly Hills Cox.
Okay.
Man, oh man. Okay. Well, I learned something new today.
I learned that you can apparently get 10 minutes of material by reading porn parodies. That was interesting.
How'd this happen?
I don't know.
How did we get from point A to point B?
See, I have...
You know what I feel like? I feel it's all muggy in this room too. I'm all like hot and sweaty. It's one of those things where it was point A, now it's point B. And you know, like in sitcoms when like 2 people were drinking at a bar and all of a sudden like it's like 2 friends and then they end up in bed together and they're like, did we just... I think so. That's how I feel right now.
I thought you were going to be like, oh no!
Yeah. Ah! How do I explain this one?
Hands on the head. Shit. Oh fuck, I had something I was going to say. Why do I keep doing this? Like the past week I've been wanting to say something and I keep forgetting what it is.
You're being suppressed by the man.
But I'm the man in this situation. We both know that's wrong.
You're suppressing yourself.
Oh my god.
Damn. That's pretty sophomoric.
Sophomoric?
Yes.
Alright. Well, so like it's kind of I find it funny that there's like a trend in horror movies, specifically horror movies, to like the sequel is always the name of the first movie but then like an S at the end.
Oh yes.
Aliens, Predators, Rings, like I don't know, like how that why is
that
it
one doesn't even make sense.
Rings?
Rings does not make sense.
It might make sense in the movie. I don't know, but like, how did that
the
happen?
ring is the well.
I never saw the ring.
So
right?
does that mean she came out of the well wearing swagger? Has like rings on her hands? Oh no! So okay, for those of you who have not watched it yet, there is a trailer for. It looks like a sequel, but I'm not sure what it's sequeling off of. Is it sequeling off of the Japanese ones? Is it sequeling
If it was a sequel of the Japanese ones, it'd be Ringoose.
Okay, so it's like one of those Too Little Too Late sequels.
Yeah.
Where it's just coming out of nowhere.
Like Predators.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Predators you say is good. I haven't
Predators
seen it,
is
so
awesome.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But yeah, no, it's like Predators, where like it took like fucking 20 years.
There's the sequel of Blair Witch Project coming out in September.
Called Blair Witch.
Which I'm stoked for.
Really? I think I've seen the first one, surprisingly. You think out of all people I would have, because I like found footage movies, but whatever, you know. I missed out on a lot of movies.
Rings look so bad. Basically, it's the same thing, except instead of VHS tapes, oh wow, throwback.
Hey! That's what we call a callback, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, we'll be here, until the end of the podcast.
Instead, you can watch the viral video that curses you through your smartphone. There's even a clip in the trailer for Rings where she hacks into an airplane and all the screens on the airplane show the Ring video, and so the plane crashes. 7 days. It wasn't even 7 days.
It's like 7 seconds. I made that line while we were watching it.
Yes.
I like that idea actually, because I think that's actually kind of a smart idea. Like, in this fucking day and age, it's hella more dangerous because like you don't fucking know when you're gonna get that video. It's gonna be sent to like millions of people around the world at once. Like, what the hell, dude?
But the thing is like, the movie makes sense for its time, but nowadays you can watch any type of fucked up thing just by Googling it.
Well, yeah.
But so it's irrelevant now. It's supposed to be that you watch this fucked up video, a lot of weird fucking things happen, and then because you watched a bunch of fucked up things in 7 days, you die.
I guess. I don't know. No, I just like the idea of like that, like, because in the trailer it shows that she got it from an email. I don't know. I think that's actually a smart way to go about it, because like it used to be a VHS, and it was like before in the movie, I know that like you had to have the sticky note on it that said watch. It says you put it in shit, and then you're watching it, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
But it's such a stretch too, because like in the original movies, they already defeated the curse.
Well, I don't know that.
Okay.
But, like, either way, like, now it's just, like, it could be an email, and, like, it could be anyone just casually on their phone looking at their email, and they watch it kind of thing. It's more of a threat.
It's more of a threat, but they did the same thing with The Grudge 3, where, like, or even The Grudge 2. So, the premise of The Grudge is basically there's a haunted house, you go in the house, you get cursed.
That's why I don't go in haunted houses.
You get cursed, and then because there's the way the mother and son were killed in the house, left behind a grudge. Basically, it was like, their spirit lives on within the house. And then they kind of, it's people pushing their idea way too far because of money and just going, oh, now she curses the city. What? Now she curses the world. Oh, she's hacking smartphones. Like, I saw the same thing in Unfriended. Oh no, a ghost is hacking my Instagram. The ghost is taking selfies and sharing it. Oh no, try Twitter. Oh no, the ghost is, it's saying, it's following people. It's following other ghosts on ghost Twitter. Oh no. And all the teenagers in the audience are like, oh, that's fucking scary. The fucking millennials over here. Oh, you think the ghost is gonna hack my Twitter? No, it's just a movie. You're okay.
And then, like, it turns out the fucking movie theater on their Wi-Fi had, like, a virus. That
would actually be pretty cool.
Oh, my God.
God, just fuck everything.
I mean, I'm sorry for bringing it up. Like,
no, it's good. I got it out of my system.
I didn't realize you'd be that mad.
I'll still watch it.
Well, you kind of are obligated to because you and your girlfriend, like, the only thing you and your girlfriend have in common is horror movies. So
we have a lot in common.
You gotta keep that going as long as you can.
That's our fire.
I was gonna make a joke, but I've already killed that joke, so I'm not gonna make it anymore. But
the killing joke.
Which I guess that that's a good segue into the next conversation, which I was trying to figure out how to bring up anyways, because I don't fucking know how to bring this shit up. There's a new. We watched the trailer for it earlier today, and I'm kind of excited because I kind of want to watch it. And it's funny how I can't, like, spell for shit when I'm typing and talking. But there's a new Batman animated movie called... What was it? It was...
I don't remember what it's called, but I'm so excited for this.
It was called Return of the Caped Crusaders, I think?
Yes, Return of the Caped Crusaders, I believe.
And for the, like, two people that don't actually know this... Back in the 60s, right? I think.
I want to say it might have been 60s.
I think it
might have been even earlier.
It might have been a little bit earlier. And back in the 60s, there was a Batman TV show that wasn't anything like Batman is now. It wasn't dark. It wasn't gritty. It was fucking funny. And it was really comic-y. And Adam West played Batman and Burt Ward played Robin. And to some people, like Josh and I, that is the golden era of Batman, and
it's the best Batman, in my opinion. It's the Batman I grew up with.
I didn't grow up with it, but, like, I love the shit out of it. Like, he had drawn-on eyebrows on his mask for some reason.
Oh, it's so good. It's the that Biff Bang Pow, the comic book thing that Batman punches somebody and goes wow.
But, like, they're coming back. They're reprising their role in voicing Batman and Robin again. And it looks like it's actually going to be funny in, like, a really fucking stupid way. But I'm excited. I'm hoping that's actually good compared to Killing Joke. Because Killing Joke apparently was shitty and I'm not going to bother watching it.
So basically the biggest difference is the Batman I grew up with was basically this really comic, comedic almost kind of Batman. Where he has, like, bat shark repellent. And they're chasing after, villains and it's not really threatening. Every time it's like, oh no, the Joker took all of, the Riddler took all of the vowels out of my SpaghettiOs, my alphabet soup.
And vowels out of SpaghettiOs? That's everything.
I know. It's just tomato soup. And now Adam West Batman has to solve this. That's kind of like, the extent of, like, how dangerous Adam West Batman's villains are. So everyone else, though, is more accustomed to, Dark Knight
Batman Beyond.
Exactly. You know, this very edgy, very dark Batman, the one that has pathos. This is back when DC characters didn't have this kind of pathos. Superman, you know, would suck up a tornado or lift up a car. Everyone's like, oh shit, he's lifting up a car.
Well, Superman still lifts up a car, and everyone still is like, oh shit, he's lifting up a car.
Yeah, but like now he lifts up a car, and then he's like, this reminds me of when, and then flashbacks to a tragic time in his life where he didn't lift up a car in time or something, or he lifted up a car too good.
Too good?
Yeah, and it killed the person inside or something.
Okay.
But that's kind of like how DC is now. Like, they kind of like just suck out the fun.
No, they definitely do, and like they're good at that kind of thing. But no, like this actually looks like it's gonna like the fucking Return of the Kid Crusaders, whatever. It looks like it's gonna be good and funny, and I am personally excited about it because like I just want to see it. I don't know, like the fucking Joker's car like went up, turned around, and then went back down onto the wheels and started shooting shit at him. Like it was kind of funny.
I think, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's shooting bananas and their car spins out.
I wouldn't either, man. That would be perfect.
And like, it's like the best. Batman like observes something and says something really stupid, and Robin always goes like, "Holy guacamole, Batman!"
They made a callback to that in Batman Forever. I don't know if you remember it, but they're going up to Two-Face's island, and they're trying to find a way in. And then Robin goes, "Holy rusted metal, Batman!" And he's like, "What'd you find, Robin?" He's like, "Holy rusted metal, it leads to a hatch." It was like, I fucking love it.
That's great.
That's one of the reasons I love that movie so much.
But it's like, even Michael Keaton's Batman was very comedic, you know, very fun. I don't think George Clooney's was supposed to be, but I'll put that movie in my medicine cabinet. If I'm ever feeling like depressed or sick, I'll watch that Batman movie.
Who was it that played Batman in Forever? George Clooney was Batman and Robin. But
yeah, that was Batman and Robin. In Batman Forever?
Yeah. Oh, Val Kilmer.
It was Val Kilmer. I knew he played one of them.
I totally forgot he did. Yeah, and then Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. Oh, man. Who played fucking... What's her name? Batgirl. I don't know who played Batgirl. Keep going. Keep talking while I'm looking stuff up, because...
Okay, back to the medicine cabinet. Like, having Arnold Schwarzenegger just play in any role where he's like... Chill, playing Mr. Freeze. I'm going to freeze you. He could barely speak English. Oh my god. It's so good. You had, was it Brad Pitt? I think it was Brad Pitt, No. Who was Robin in Batman and Robin?
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell.
I totally
Chris
forgot.
O'Donnell in like a boy suit.
So I just remembered why I couldn't find her in Batman Forever. She was in Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Which is why that name is really stupid, because like it was Batman and Robin and Batgirl.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know, and Robin was in the movie before it. It's got a 2-star on IMDb. A lot better than I would have expected.
Not the worst superhero movie I've ever watched.
It's one of them. Fuck, I just had a point I was gonna make. God, I did it again.
The worst one I've ever watched was probably Lightspeed.
I don't know what that one is.
Because Stan Lee doesn't want you to know about Lightspeed.
Alright, you know, I listened to my all-knowing, all-powerful God, Stan Lee.
Okay, because, yeah, again, it's something like, I'm probably going to get assassinated for even talking about Lightspeed.
Well, it was fun knowing you.
I'll have to show you it sometime. It's so bad. Not even in a good bad, but I feel like you have a right to know.
So, you know, while we're talking about, you know, superhero movies and stuff, I feel like we should mention that new, new casting thing has been announced for Spider-Man.
Spiderman Homecoming. They just keep announcing people.
They keep announcing people.
They aren't even
Spider-Man.
specifying what they're going to be.
I do still wish that they named it Spider-Man, or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Because, like, oh my god, I can't type.
That'd be a really good name.
It would be fitting as, like, all dicks, but...
As all dicks.
As all the dicks.
It'd be like, fuck a dude fitting.
I'm gonna look up while I'm thinking about it. Dicks. They actually have a fucking casting list for someone that I was hoping wouldn't be someone else. Bokeem Woodbine is playing Shocker. I always keep bringing it up to Josh, and I can never remember what his name is. But that guy, Bokeem Woodbine.
Bring up his picture.
He kind of looks like, never mind.
Oh, all right.
He was in Total Recall, Fargo.
He looks like Mike Tyson.
TV show. He looks like a discount Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He
does.
That's not like, yeah. This kid is the kid playing Flash Thompson. So that's gonna be interesting. He's Flash Thompson. I think we've talked about it. Is a fucking like blonde, big fucking jock. No, he has brown hair. No, wait, I don't remember. But he's a big fucking jock, like muscly and all that shit. But like, Flash Thompson in the new movie is going to be what looks like a young, skinny Indian kid, which is kind of an interesting choice. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I mean,
is he?
That's a bad picture.
Is he in a Disney TV show?
He might be. He probably is.
Did they just grab the whole cast of fucking Disney?
Sons of Tucson? Jesus. I think I remember that. Grand Budapest Hotel. No, he wasn't.
Okay. He is that Indian kid, though.
He was in Dope.
Okay.
Right. Wow. And he's playing Flash Thompson, which is kind of cool. Kenneth Choi is playing the principal Morita, which I saw something about him actually. That's actually cool. He was in Captain America, the first one.
Okay.
And he played, I'll look up the name. He played Jim Morita in Captain America. So he's playing a descendant of his own character.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Angourie Rice is playing Betty Brant, I guess, which is disappointing. This is the one I was telling you about, like the girl actress I was telling you about that looks like she would be Gwen, if anything. Like, I was kind of hoping that she would play Gwen.
Who is she?
I don't know. She's in...
Yeah, have they not announced what she's going to be?
She's Betty Brant, apparently.
Okay.
Which is disappointing because I don't know all the pictures. Oh. Well, they have, a few pictures, but... that's Betty. Betty was the...
the receptionist?
She was the receptionist at the Daily Bugle, and Peter had a thing with her for a while in the comics. Everyone knows Peter Parker, Tom Holland, whatever.
Okay, with how young the cast is, I don't know how far they're going to go. I think the movie's going to be very kid-friendly.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of that, but I'm more of just afraid of all the people that's in it that I don't know. Jesus Christ.
I'm okay with no names, but again, I just feel like they chose a young Peter Parker. I hope this is a good introductory movie, but I'm much more excited for him to grow up.
I'm
if
sure
if they're doing the Harry Potter approach and they're hoping that people grow up with the actor, that's what I'm hoping for them.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. We'll get into what I'm hoping. I've already told Josh about what I'm hoping is gonna happen, but but for the people that you've stuck around this long to figure out what we're talking about. The actress, I don't know her from anything, and that's what worries. That's the thing that worries me about it, because I don't know her at all. But I'm worried about that for the entire fucking movie, really, because I don't know any of these people. But the actress Zendaya is
Zendaya.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Zenyatta.
She's playing Mary Jane, which actually has caused a lot of...
Is she? Is she playing Mary Jane?
Well, it's rumored that she's playing Mary Jane.
It's rumored that she's playing Mary Jane.
I want to bring out a point really quick with that. It's really funny because the internet, at least, is half of it's in uproar, half of it doesn't care, it seems like, about her playing Mary Jane. And 90% of the fucking internet that's you shouldn't be complaining about that. It's stupid to complain about it. Are thinking that people are complaining because she's black, but I haven't seen anyone complain about that. In fact, I've seen people say, that she might be a really good role for it, person to be cast for that. It's just gonna be weird to not have a redhead Mary Jane. That's what people are more upset about, is the fact that she's not a redhead.
So I have plenty of issues about this, and none of it has to do with race. Except for the fact that they're okay with doing that, but they're not okay with Donald Glover being Spider-Man.
Yeah, right? No, I am a little upset about that,
it basically just throws that whole argument out the window. But I have an issue with it because, she's a Disney actress.
Yeah, she was. I'm on IMDb.
I don't think she's done anything besides, Disney shows.
JC Undercover, yeah.
And they're all, Disney sitcom shows with, really poor acting.
She was in a show called Blackish for an episode. So
Blackish.
maybe. No, like, yeah, it's all Disney.
But so
Except
I
for,
guess
like,
I'm getting worried. Like
The Taylor Swift video, but
oh, okay. Oh, wow. That really strengthens the case.
so actually, it's kind of like good on her for like breaking out of that and going into something good.
But see, I don't know if that's good though, because that looks like a Disney Marvel political scheme.
Oh, you might be a little bit right. I always forget Disney owns Marvel, but like
That looks like a Disney Marvel political scheme where they're like, okay, well, Sony, you have to take a Disney actress, and I don't know if she's actually, have you watched any of those Disney shows?
Why? Why would I have?
No, I mean, like, have you ever channel surfed?
No, because I don't even have TV.
They're all shitty.
No, I know that, but like I haven't watched it.
Okay, so that's my biggest concern.
No, it's a little. I'll admit it's a little worrying. Definitely is a little worrying, but that's like for me, it's just I'm worried because these are all characters that I grew up with, and like I fucking love the shit out of them. So I'm hoping that they're accurate and like they're done really well. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It's like on track to be my favorite fucking movie in the history of ever, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be a little bit nervous about it. Sure.
See, the issue is as well though is I feel like there's so many pathways they can take with Spider-Man. But it's going to be, no pun intended, a slow crawl.
Yeah.
It's going to be a slow crawl to get where Dakk and I want it to be, I feel like.
No, you and me want it to be really... We're going to want, like, Peter to be in his early 20s, I think. Like
I would prefer them to have started off not even in high school. Early 20s,
like 18,
they just
maybe,
introduced
like
him.
Year.
Exactly.
Fine.
They basically already go under the assumption that, oh yeah, he's had an origin story before. And he's swinging around. We finally get the Carnage movie. We finally get to... Yeah.
So, like, when Amazing Spider-Man 2 was happening and everyone hated it, I'm still bummed out that they didn't continue that because, one, I kind of want to see where that would have gone. 2, I fucking wanted the Sinister Six movie. And 3, I fucking wanted the Venom movie.
Okay, so the ideas around Amazing Spider-Man were awesome. I just can't... It doesn't sit well with me having Andrew Garfield be Spider-Man. He was way too cool.
He was good as Spider-Man, bad as Peter
Bad
Parker.
as Peter Parker.
Like, that's the point I always bring up. He was a great Spider-Man. Like, I kind of wish they could have shared the role between him and Tobey Maguire, because Tobey was a good Peter, but a bad Spidey.
Tobey was the best Peter.
But, so, this is exactly what I want to happen. I finally got around to reading the Miles Morales comics, because I've been looking forward to that, because I didn't know anything about him, and they're actually really good. He's like 12 years old, so it's like a little weird. Or he's 12
years old, but I feel like he deals with stuff that Peter has to deal with in his 20s.
Maybe he's 16. I don't remember.
Okay. But he's young. He's very young.
No, he deals with a lot of shit. Yeah. What I'm hoping, like, how he learned to be Spider-Man was that he watched videos of Spider-Man fighting, and he learned from those. And, like, so he kind of learned from Spider-Man, but he couldn't literally learn from Spider-Man because Spider-Man was dead in his universe, and he was taking over the mantle of responsibility for that. So, sorry, I made a Halo pun, and I realized I was stupid because no one's gonna get that. So like he took over, but he didn't have anyone to teach him how to do it. I mean, he had Captain America, who's like, "Yeah, I'll fucking teach you because you proved yourself and you came here and you shouldn't have."
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, that's Captain America for you. But he didn't learn how to be Spider-Man because Spider-Man wasn't around until like 2 years later down the fucking road. So what I'm hoping is that in the movie, Donald Glover is in Spider-Man Homecoming. And the one thing I want him to play Miles Morales, but an alternate Miles Morales that's older and has experience as Spider-Man from a different universe, because Doctor Strange is introducing the multiverse in general.
See, that's where it's like they have the opportunity because Doctor Strange is coming out first.
No, exactly.
Now it's just wondering if they're actually going to, take that approach, if they're actually going to take a risk.
Yeah. No, it's like exactly. Like, would they take that risk? But I want him to come in. I want him to be Miles, and I want him to teach Peter how to be Spider-Man. Because he didn't have a Peter to teach him how to be Spider-Man, and he wanted to repay the favor.
Wouldn't that be such a crazy thing? Peter Parker cool. Learning from Miles Morales, whose idol was Peter Parker.
No, like it is. Like it's fucking apeshit. And I
think that's actually what probably happens in the...
I want it to happen so bad because then we get Donald Glover as Spider-Man. We get Miles Morales technically in the universe because like the Marvel universe, multiverse in general, the movies actually are its own universe. Like the MCU is a canon universe in the Marvel comics. they just don't make comics because of the movies. Like, and so like
Yes.
that's why they're able to take the liberties and but like still use the same ideas and stories. But like I want that to happen because like that'd be such a cool thing for me just to see Miles in general because Miles is quickly becoming one of my favorite Spider-Man. Mostly because his suit is probably one of the coolest fucking suits.
You keep every time you read a new comic, you always explain, tell me about it. And
I thought you were gonna say every time you read a new Spider-Man comic, you're like, "This is my favorite Spider-Man," because it's true.
Oh, well, that's true too.
I read Superior Spider-Man. I'm like, Doc Ock is a great Spider-Man.
Oh, he's the best Spider-Man.
I read Spider-Gwen. I'm like, Spider-Gwen's my favorite. And then I read Silk, and I'm like, all right, Silk's pretty fucking cool, like awesome.
Okay. You definitely hop aboard. You're just the ultimate Spider-Man fan. Hey, that's funny. The ultimate Spider-Man.
Because fucking Miles is the ultimate Spider-Man, man. I'm telling you.
But it's really cool for me because it's like I knew nothing about Miles Morales either, and so when you start to fill in the blanks and like kind of get me up to speed, I get like a newfound appreciation. But it always just makes me wonder, like, do any of the other Marvel characters have this kind of like huge
like this many...
story web?
Not really, actually. Yeah, nice pun there, by the way. But not really that I know of. I mean, Captain America has been like 6 or 7 different people, but like that's just because he's died a lot and he's gotten old and stuff like that. There's only ever been one Winter Soldier. Iron Man, there's only been the one, and there's finally gonna be 3 now, or 2 or whatever. No, like Spider-Man has literally had the most variations, which is really weird, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like that one's a really hard one to hit because like. I mean, you've seen I've shown you some of the stuff from Spider-Verse. Like, that's fucking crazy. There's so many different Spider-Man. There's like, you can think of anything, it'd be Spider-Man. You fucking got Cowboy Spider-Man, you got Pig Spider-Man, you got Spider-Monkey Spider-Man, you got fucking Celestial Spider-Man.
There's a Spider-Man for every fetish.
You got Carnage Spider-Man, you got Six-Arm Spider-Man. You got like fucking 1960s or 1930s Detective Spider-Man.
You got slightly racist Spider-Man.
You got actual Spider-Man.
You got full racist Spider-Man.
You get fucking everything. You got the fucking Spider-Man from the cartoon, the 2 from the movies.
The human spider.
You get the fucking Spider-Mobile.
There's a spider with a human head.
I think there was actually probably.
Oh shit.
There probably was.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying.
You get Indian Spider-Man from Spider-Man India, I think is actually what they call him. Like I liked his suit a lot. Like he had the fucking he had like Aladdin pants and shit, but he had like the coolest design for the spider. Bruce Banner Spider-Man, Uncle Ben Spider-Man, fucking anything. It's crazy, dude. Spider-Verse was apeshit. I love it. I didn't understand what was going on at the time. It was fucking cool.
That's one you'll definitely have to reread.
Maybe. I mean,
when you read more Spider-Man comics.
Yeah, because
you haven't even delved into Peter Parker like that.
No, it's actually funny. I have. You keep talking. I'm gonna count how many I have.
Okay. Yeah, Dakk hasn't even delved into the Peter Parker storyline at all. It's been every single variation of Spider-Man besides Petey.
I have 14 different volumes of Spider comics. 15 if you want to include Venom in there. Not one of them. Well, no, only one of them is Peter. But that one that is Peter is in an alternate universe where he didn't give up his marriage. So it's still technically not Peter. It's weird.
So you still don't own the one where he gave up his marriage?
No, I need to get that one. I think I have it on the list. Yeah, One More Day is on the list. I need to. There's like 3 Spider-Man comics I have on.
Okay, that's our bad. We just have Renew Your Vows, and we're like, ha, vows.
I thought Renew Your Vows would be the Spider-Man and he gives up his marriage, and I already ordered it, and I found out it's not that Spider-Man. I'm like, well, I'll read it anyway. It was good. I thought that was a pretty good one. But no, like it's. I don't know. I hope that's what happens in this movie, because like, sure, it'd be weird and it'd be like a little too much to handle. I would fucking be so happy about it. I know Donald Glover would be happy because they haven't said who Donald Glover's playing. Of course, they also don't have Michael Keaton's character on here.
So are we just assuming he's gonna be Vulture?
No, they fucking came out and said it.
Okay. No, I mean that's what I thought, but now I'm just second guessing myself.
I keep forgetting that he played Beetlejuice. Yeah, Michael Keaton joined Spider-Man Homecoming as the Vulture. Officially confirmed to play Vulture. Oh shit. I'm trying to think. Zendaya married Jane. Just see if that was actually confirmed or just a rumor. Stanley actually said what he thought about it. He was excited if it's true.
Oh, well.
Here's a picture of her with red
But he
hair.
never says anything bad.
I mean, she doesn't look bad. She looks pretty good with red hair. I'm actually surprised. Like, I haven't seen a picture of her with red hair yet. I'm going by that one.
No, I can see it.
Like, she looks pretty good.
She just has this, like, dumb, like, duck face smirk on. Oh, wow, that's perfect.
Yeah.
There's a comparison shot of Mary Jane and Zendaya. And she has, like, this duck face that she likes to do in her photos. And something about it just really rubs me the wrong way.
No,
Again, like, I think she could still, pull off a good Mary Jane. But when I picture that face, I have, like, this certain type of character in my head that does not seem like Mary Jane.
No, I get it. Well, actually, looking at this picture that I just pulled up, like, it's a side-by-side picture of, like, the first actual appearance of Mary Jane,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, a picture of her. And it looks, it's actually kind of accurate, I guess.
I'm not seeing it.
Granted, she might have a little bit too big of a nose, but
I'm just not seeing it at all.
I don't know. I'm not, like, nervous about her playing it because, like, for any reason, really. I'm just, like, nervous because I don't know her as an actress. And, like, you're right. She's only been in Disney stuff, like, Disney TV, so I don't know if she's going to be a good actress or not. I don't know. That's scary for me. I don't know if Tom Holland is going to be a good actor. Like, look at that piece of shit. I think he's the best Spider-Man so far, but, like, he looks like a fucking douchebag. He also isn't in anything at all.
Leave Tom Holland alone.
I thought he was in something that I knew. What the hell? He was in a Things. Alright. Alright, well, maybe he wasn't in anything I knew. I totally thought he was. So, I don't know. I'm nervous about the movie, but I'm excited about the movie.
I like, okay, check this out. The people who were in The Force Awakens were a bunch of no-names.
That's true.
It's not the first time Disney's taken a risk like this.
They always do.
And it paying off. It's because their casting process is very thorough. So, again, it's not the worst thing ever.
Really?
What's up?
Sorry. No, I don't know why I said really. That was stupid of me. I found something I was interested in and I got, like, confused for a second. But no, you're right. Oh yeah, like this. I'm looking at a picture of, like, a casting list and, like, who they're playing, and Z is listed Michelle. Like, they might just change her name to Michelle Jane or something, which I guess you could shorten it just to Mary. I don't know.
Gotcha. But I don't even understand why they would change that. I just hope I hope they do a callback to the great power, great responsibility, because that was one of the things that really bothered me in Amazing Spider-Man. Was that whole scene was a train wreck. He went to the gas station to buy chocolate milk because he was mad at his uncle.
How old is this? Is Angry and Rice? Because, like...
if they're all Disney actresses, they're all, like, 80 years old. But, like, they drank from the blood of Walt Disney. And now they're forever cursed to look like they're 12.
I just, like, if she's playing Betty, like, and she's gonna be in fucking high school, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Betty's not much older than Peter. You have to, remember that they're all in high school.
I guess, yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's just, like, I always figured that she would be, like, a lot older,
No, it's because, like, the first time you're introduced to her is in the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of pushing everything backwards.
And I guess all the teenagers in that movie looked like they were 30.
Exactly.
Alright,
So-
no, that makes sense. It is definitely going to be cool to have, like, an age-appropriate Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to that a little bit. Because, like, Spider-Man's hella young.
Again, I'm banking on it being a good introduction, but not the Spider-Man movie I want. But again, as long as it does like a 3.5 out of 5,
That's fine.
That's all it needs.
They've been saying that Infinity Wars, the first movie, or whatever, I don't know what they're calling it, or like I don't know what they're calling the second one, because apparently they've confirmed that like Infinity Wars is one specific movie now.
Mm-hmm.
But so like I guess the second movie, or like that movie, starts the mark of a new continuation for it. So they're pretty much wiping out the old heroes, or like, you know, doing what they want to with the heroes now, and then they're gonna start over, or not start over, but like they're starting a new thing, like new heroes.
I feel like after Infinity Wars, it'll be easier for Marvel to be more Marvel.
It'll be definitely true.
Rather than like having this like, you know, guns. Like It's really weird. It's like you have like Captain America with a gun and a shield.
Well, it's because that's what he had.
But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like a superhero thing.
Yeah.
Like, they're not fighting any super villains.
It's true.
They're fighting terrorists. Which I get, that's Hydra. But even Hydra had super villains.
No, I had like Red Skull, had Arnim Zola and stuff. Yeah,
exactly, but they found a way to make them feel very lesser.
What I'm kind of hoping for is that, like, because I mean, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are still gonna be new when Infinity Wars comes out, because that comes out next year, I think.
I couldn't tell you.
I think that's next year, but like they're still gonna be new, so like I guess if anything they'll probably start up like the whole Shield will probably come back to like full force again. They'll probably start up like the whole Shield Hero Training Academy thing, and like it'll introduce a bunch of younger heroes, and like it'll be like it is in the Ultimates universe, I guess, because like they just find all the superhero people and they train them instead of letting them do what they want, kind of thing. And that way, like Shield at least has them under like some kind of reign.
Because over here, over on the other end of the spectrum, Chris Evans is just over here like, let me die.
I know, right?
Like he doesn't even want does he want act anymore?
Well, guess what? He's probably gonna get his wish after Infinity Wars. But I know, like they'll be a new start, so that'll be interesting. It'll be cool to find out and see how that works, just to see where they're deciding to go with it. I still want Squirrel Girl and Anna Kendrick to play Squirrel Girl.
It's too good of a casting.
And if not Anna Kendrick, I for some reason want Adam Sandler to do it, just because it'd be really funny to see Adam Sandler play Squirrel Girl, because I don't know why Squirrel Girl's actually...
You're really persistent about Adam Sandler. I feel like you're trying to make a compromise with me.
I'm persistent about Adam Sandler being in the Marvel Universe, but I don't know why. He could play Hydra Bob, who's fucking Deadpool's friend.
Listen, it's like you're trying to compromise. It's like you're trying to compromise or like make a plea bargain with me. You're like, okay, Adam Sandler in a Marvel movie, but he's a really shitty character. And I'm like, no deal.
Something I actually kind of would love for them to do in like Deadpool 2 or maybe Deadpool 3. If for some reason, like, the gods look upon Marvel and they're like, hey, Fox is going to give you guys X-Men for Deadpool 3, I want them to like have Spider-Man in it, but I don't want it to be Tom Holland. I want it to be either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire. Just because like I want a Spider-Man Deadpool movie really bad. But I would love for them to acknowledge that there's been 3 different Spider-Men.
You know what I think would be really cool? Disney Marvel buys the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four, leaving Fox with just Deadpool. So Deadpool 3 is Deadpool with cardboard cutouts.
That'd be great.
Cardboard cutouts of the X-Men. And like he's doing the voices for them, and he plays a whole like there's villains, and all the villains are cardboard cutouts too.
That'd be the best. That'd be really cool. I want Marvel to get the rights to X-Men, and since Doctor Strange is introducing the multiverse, I want the mutants to come from another universe.
That'd be a smart way to do it.
It would be the best way to explain why the mutants didn't have any effect on what's going on in the movie universe.
Because you definitely hear about them. It's basically the civil rights movement.
You would fucking hear about it for sure. But it would be a good way for them to do that, but also not have to hire new actors. Because then they can just keep the same actors.
Your cat agrees.
Yes, Elliot is very much in agreement, apparently. Because he likes to interrupt and be an asshole.
Alright, well I think that wraps it up for this episode.
I was just looking over at Josh to see if he had another topic to go for, because normally he's on top of that. But I guess not.
No, I think that wraps it up for this episode.
All right.
In a beautiful, delicate but strong web.
A web of lies, maybe.
A web of empty promises and disappointment.
Before we do go, I do want to point out one thing. I know last week and the week before last week, 3 weeks ago, I guess, we kind of skipped and we didn't do a podcast. That one we'll get better about that. That fucking first one, it was because I was on vacation. I was just being lazy and I didn't want to do anything. And last week I don't even think we had a reason. We just kind of didn't for some reason. We were both too busy.
Also, I don't think we ever really promised a static schedule.
Not necessarily. I mean, I would like a static schedule like every week, but like things come up. We have like a job. Josh has a girlfriend to take care of. I got a needy ass.
I have 4 jobs.
Yeah, you have 4 jobs. So like it's just it's hard to.
It just so happens my 4th job, the podcast, I call out.
Yeah. You gotta call out your other jobs now.
Call it sick.
Call Taylor and be like, "Hey Taylor, I can't hang out today. I'm throwing up. I'll see you tomorrow." And then
It's even better because Dakk and I work together, so it's like we'll be working, and Dakk will be like, "Hey, you want to record the podcast tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, sounds good." And then we clock out, and I call. He's right next to me. Hey, so I don't think I can make it to the podcast. I'm sick.
You think he's joking, but he has done that at least 3 times now.
No, don't worry. I'll get somebody to cover me.
He's done that like 3 times now, and the worst one was when we're actually wearing the same shirt together, and I was literally like 2 inches away from him. Throwing a callback to episode 2. But yeah, so we'll work on that and hopefully get better. If anything, maybe we'll just record 2 a week and throw whatever the best one out there is, which I guess that's too much of your time, because I'm the one with all the free time. Maybe I'll just fucking record a podcast on my own. I'll just have Elliot. And
that's too much power for one man.
We'll see about that one. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us on this episode.
All right, and again, this is your host, Xeno Josh, and your
Dakk,
host, Dakk Penis Hands. And we will see you next week.
I gotta edit that out now.